Good morning, children. Today we will start with our chapter number 6, history chapter, that is World after 1945. Now, this chapter is in continuation with your second and the third chapter. Okay. Now, in the previous chapters, we have studied about the United Nations. So, again, in short, we will continue with that. Now, we have studied about the First World War and the Second World War. First World War had been started in the year 1914 till 1918, and then the Second World War from 1939 to 1945. Now, the destruction that had been caused because of that World War, we say that the UN had come to stop all this. What was the differences created among the nations to bring back the peace and harmony among the nations. The UN was being established. Okay. And United Nations had been established on 24th October 1945. So again we will study about what were the main aims of UN, or the goals of UN. Now the first aim of UN was what? Determination to save the future generation from the pangs of all destructive war. UN always wanted that in future there shall be no such type of wars. जैसे फर्स्ट वर्ल्ड वॉर एंड सेकेंड वर्ल्ड वॉर हुआ था, इस टाइप के वॉर्स अब फिर से ना हो. दैट वाज द मेन एम ऑफ यूएन. देन सेकेंड, डेवलपिंग टॉलरेंस म्यूचुअली सो दैट द वर्ल्ड डेवलप्स सोशली. ओके, यूएन वांट्स टू क्रिएट tolerance level among the nations, isn't it? And they wanted to bring up the society. लोगों को ऊपर उठाना है, isn't it? From, we can say, poverty, unemployment, all such evils they wanted to eradicate from the society, and they wanted to bring the nations socially also. They wanted to upgrade the nations. Then to solve economic, social and cultural problems of the countries, isn't it? Economic wise मतलब पैसे wise country को ऊपर उठाना है. Socially they wanted to upgrade the people of the country, and they also wanted to solve the cultural problems. Now cultural problems are what? Suppose the people are very orthodox, or people are still living in the old traditions and customs, they are not coming up. So वैसे भी लोगों को ऊपर उठाना, कंट्री को उससे बाहर निकालना, that was also the aim of UN. And lastly, appeal to all the nations for cooperation to achieve these objectives. UN always appealed. अपील करना मतलब रिक्वेस्ट करना टू ऑल द नेशंस फॉर कोऑपरेशन, isn't it? They wanted all the nations to cooperate among each other, and wanted to develop each nation with other nations also. अगर एक nation develop हो रहा है तो the developed nation should help the developing nation so that all the nations come up, isn't it? So all these were the main aims and goals of UN. But we can say कि जैसे ये UN was not able to achieve its targets in the initial stages, right? When we can say UN had been started at that time in 1945, we can say a cold war had been started between some of the countries. Now what is the meaning of cold war? See, cold war had been started, we can say, right from the time 1945, and it had been continued till 1962. Now here you can see the Cold War. Which were the main countries involved in the Cold War? The first one was United States of America, and second was Union of Soviet Social Republic, that is USSR. These two countries were mainly involved in Cold War. With the name you can see what is Cold War. वॉर तो समझ में आता है, isn't it? कि it happens with the weapons and all deadly things, isn't it? But Cold War means what? See here, what is Cold War? This term is used to describe the relationship between America and Soviet Union right from 1945 to 1980. Neither side ever fought the other. The consequences would be too appalling, but they did fight for their beliefs using other states who fought for their beliefs on their behalf. Now see, this fight or the war was between America and USSR, Now they did not fight with the weapons. कोल्ड वॉर मतलब वॉर एक जिसका बोल सकते हैं वेपन्स के थ्रू कोई वॉर नहीं लड़ा गया. लाइक फर्स्ट वर्ल्ड वॉर, सेकेंड वर्ल्ड वॉर में कितने सारे वेपन्स यूज किए गए थे, ऐसा टाइप का वॉर नहीं था. बट देन इट वॉज द वॉर ऑफ बिलीव्स. उनका जो तौर तरीके थे, उनके जो बिलीव्स थे, उनके जो आइडियोलॉजीज थे, उनमें बहुत ज़्यादा डिफरेंसेस आ गया था. एंड द सिचुएशंस हैड अराइज्ड that they had come up to the stage where any time the war can be started, but at the till the end we can say the war did not took place, and the war was only of what? Beliefs and ideologies. And not only one country, so many other countries also were distributed. We can say the world was distributed into nearly two parts. Half of the countries were on the side of America and half of the countries on the side of USSR. Some countries believe on the ideologies of America and some countries followed the ideologies of USSR. Again see, definition again, what is there? A political, strategic and ideological struggle between the US and Soviet Union from 1945 till 1990, and it spread throughout the world, Europe, Asia, Africa and Latin America. We will see the countries, which countries were on the side of Europe and which countries were on the side of America and which countries were side on Soviet Union. Okay, now so countries were divided into two. Now we will see that these countries have different ideologies, isn't it? Some countries believed in communism and some countries believed in democracy. Those countries which were on the side of America and the other countries, means those unke countries जो उसके साथ थे, they always believed in democratic system. Countries like USSR and those countries which were on the side of USSR believed in communism. Same way they had the what we say thinking of socialism and capitalism, isn't it? So these were the differences in their ideologies. See, again the competition between the superpowers influenced the foreign policies, political institutions and economic system of societies in almost every corner of the world. Now जो countries इनके साथ जुड़े हुए थे, तो उनका political दौरा जो बोलते हैं वो institutions, then economic system, unki societies, everything were being influenced slowly and gradually by their ideologies. Here you can see the map. The blue portion jo hai, all these countries were on the side of United States or America, and the countries which were in red part or maroon and red part, these were on the side of Soviet Union and their group. Okay, and these in orangish part, these were the other communist countries. See, America believed in capitalism, liberalism and democratic system, and Soviet Union, it believed in socialism controlled by communist party. Okay, America, they wanted to give freedom, isn't it? वो democratic system चलाना चाहते थे, freedom देना चाहते थे और दी भी थी अपने country में. Okay, same way Soviet Union, it had totally the opposite ideas. It believed in socialism and it had a control on its society. जो भी government कहे, जो भी वहाँ के heads कहे, वो ही country में होना चाहिए. That was the system, communist system. Now in brief we will see, though the World War got over, it resulted into creation of America and Russia as superpowers while taking place of England and France. Okay, till the Second World War, England and France had great power, but after that, when the Cold War started, I told you the world was divided into two. Half of the countries were on the side of America and half on the side of Russia. In war, England, France, Russia and America were together, but Russian administration policies created differences and thus America and England separated. During the wartime, England, France and America, Russia were all on one side, but धीरे धीरे what had happened, America and Russia they separated. They had differences in their ideologies. A strong competition between the two superpowers, that is America and Russia, to establish supremacy over the world emerged after Second World War. America and Russia wanted to prove themselves as the superpower. Okay, so they wanted to have hold on the smaller countries. अपना superpower prove करना चाहते थे. The power was centralized between the two poles, isn't it? Which were the two poles? America and Russia. Therefore, this time period is considered as a bipolar world order. Owing to extremely tense relations between the two power blocks, this phase is known as Cold War phase, isn't it? It was, having a tension among all the countries. A very tense situation had arisen. No war with the weapons had been started, but it was considered as what? Cold War. America on one side to prove its supremacy, Russia on the other side to prove its supremacy. At various incidents, both the superpowers almost came into conflict with one another. बहुत सारे ऐसे incidents हुए कि they were always against each other, और ऐसे भी situations आ गए, टाइम आ गया कि कभी भी war start हो सकता है between these two countries. There was a basic change in relations among powerful nations of the world after the World War. America and Soviet Union, who had once allied and fought against the Nazi Germany and the fascist Italy, emerged as leaders of two rival power blocks and military powers. अमेरिका और रशिया जो किस टाइम पे, वर्ल्ड वॉर के टाइम पे जर्मनी के साथ फॉट वंस अलाइड एंड फॉट अगेंस्ट नाजी जर्मनी. अमेरिका एंड सोवियत यूनियन उस टाइम पे साथ में थे और किसके अगेंस्ट में लड़े थे? जर्मनी के अगेंस्ट में. बट अब क्या हुआ? अमेरिका एंड रशिया दोनों अलग हो गए बिकॉज ऑफ देयर डिफरेंसेस इन आइडियाज. Thus the Cold War started between them. Though Britain and France also had emerged victorious. उस टाइम पे वर्ल्ड वॉर में ब्रिटेन एंड फ्रांस जीते थे, बट धीरे धीरे उनका पावर कम होता गया. Yet they lost the status of great powers due to terrible ruination caused by the ravages of war and ending of imperialism. This Britain and France, even though they were victorious in the world war, but धीरे धीरे उनका पावर खत्म हो गया. उनका जो imperialistic rule था, that had been going on decreasing. Germany, Italy and Japan not only lost the war but also were ruined economically. In the war we have studied, Germany, Italy, Japan all had been ruined economically. पूरे खत्म हो गए थे, पैसा वाइज सब कुछ बर्बाद हो गया था in the war. After the war, the Soviet Union, that is Russia, captured the eastern areas of Germany and other countries like Austria, Albania, Hungary, Yugoslavia, Czechoslovakia, Poland, Romania, Bulgaria and the Baltic states. Okay, Soviet Union ने Germany, we will study later this part, कि Germany को divide किया गया था and Soviet Union और Russia had captured the eastern part of Germany, and along with that बहुत सारे कंट्रीज़ पे उन्होंने कब्जा, मतलब नॉट फोर्सफुल बट बिकॉज ऑफ देयर आइडियोलॉजीज, ऑल दीज कंट्रीज वर ऑन द साइड ऑफ रशिया. ऑस्ट्रिया, अल्बेनिया, हंगरी, Czechoslovakia, Poland, Romania, Bulgaria and Baltic states. Later on they gave away the reins of power to respective communist parties of those countries. वो भी हम पढ़ेंगे कि रशिया कैसे disintegrate हो गया and the powers were given again to these countries. They did this to continue their superiority on these countries. During 1949, by conducting a nuclear test, the Soviet Union directly challenged the monopolistic nuclear power of America. At that time, जब वर्ल्ड वॉर चल रहा था तो अमेरिका had dropped atom bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki and proving that they had the nuclear power. Okay, so after that, in 1949 रशिया ने भी न्यूक्लियर टेस्ट किया और प्रूव किया कि yes, we too are powerful and we too have the power to have these nuclear bombs. Meanwhile, democratic system was gradually established in the Western European countries that were liberated by British and American forces. During this time period, America, I have told you, adopted the democratic system. So धीरे धीरे वेस्टर्न यूरोप में कौन सा सिस्टम चल रहा था? डेमोक्रेटिक सिस्टम. जो कंट्रीज अमेरिका के साइड थी, दे ऑल हैड अडॉप्टेड द डेमोक्रेटिक सिस्टम, एंड दोज कंट्रीज विच वर ऑन द साइड ऑफ रशिया, ऑल दोज कंट्रीज हैव अडॉप्टेड द कम्युनिस्ट सिस्टम. Democratic system always gave the freedom to the people, freedom in their ruling, isn't it? But communist was just the opposite. Russia was very powerful and it wanted to, spread the communist system, means they wanted to have a hold. जो भी गवर्नमेंट बोले लोगों को वो करना ही है. Everything was in the hands of government. That is considered as what? Communist system. Okay. So lastly we will see that which countries were on the side of US, which countries had joined US and they adopted the democratic system. Countries like France, Italy, Belgium, Denmark, Britain. Okay, all these were considered as Western countries. They followed democratic system and they were on the side of US. Other countries which were on the side of USSR, Soviet Germany, Poland, Hungary, Romania, Bulgaria, Yugoslavia and Albania. All these countries were considered as Eastern countries. They had adopted the communist system, okay, following USSR. Okay, I think you people have understood all these parts. Now all these things which I have explained is given on page number 39. Okay, 39 and few lines on page number 40 of your textbook. You will better understand when you go through and read all these paragraphs. Okay, thank you beta. Have a nice day.